Hi guys, welcome to Daddy in the Don. It's round 5 of the FA Cup. They're midweek games this week because of fixture pile up, so unfortunately we couldn't get the punditry team out, so I'm afraid you've got me in the Don this week. So we're going to give you all 8 score predictions, but before we get to these games, something to get off my chest guys. You're watching the videos. While you're watching them, just like the bloody thing. Takes 2 seconds, press the like button. You're watching, and where are you in the comments guys? No one's leaving any comments. Where are you all? Come on, sort it out guys. Right, that's enough of me sounding like Delia Smith. Let's be having ya. Here's the Don with his picks.
Nottingham Forest versus Huddersfield. The two teams not in the Premier League playing each other. Very tight game. Both around the playoffs. As of now, I think Huddersfield are in the playoffs and Nottingham Forest are just outside, but I believe they have a couple of games in hand. So they're both pushing to get back into the Premier League. Obviously, Huddersfield knocked out Burnley in the third round, and where Nottingham Forest knocked out Arsenal and Leicester in the last 2 rounds, both on TV, both giant, well not giant killings, but both upsets of course. Both good teams this year. Not Forest brought in Cooper, who I don't like, and they've become a really solid team. Huddersfield have come back to form after 2 average seasons. A lot of people back Nottingham Forest here, but the last 2 games count for nothing. They're both in the same league, both are in the same spots. Huddersfield, for me, are the better side as of now, and I think they've just come off an away win against Fulham, and I think they'll continue this. I think they'll win this one, take the W, go to the next round, and they win it 2-0. Southampton versus West Ham. Again, this will be a game that everyone will go, raw, because there's no imagination. For me, this is a home win. It's all pointing to a home win. I think Southampton have a massive opportunity to go deep in this tournament. West Ham, they don't really give a shit. They probably want to try and win the Europa League and try and get 4th place. So I don't think they'll play their strongest team, where Southampton will play their strongest team. I think Southampton will win this one in an entertaining game. I think both teams will get a few goals, but in the end, West Ham say bye-bye to the FA Cup, focus on finishing 6th or 7th, because that's what's going to happen, guys. And Southampton advance. They win this one 3-2. Middlesbrough versus Tottenham. Well, this is my upset of the round. I actually think Tottenham, who obviously still have to play, I think a couple of Premier League games between now and this game. Obviously, this has been recorded a couple of days after beating Man City. So let's see how they get on. But regardless of how they get on, I don't think he puts his strongest team out here. I think they'll start playing players like Winks and some of the other that chuff. And this is going to give an opportunity for Middlesbrough, who will play their best team. Balogun up top for them, who's on loan from Arsenal. Yeah, listen, I'm going to keep this very quick and simple. They are going to upset Tottenham here, catch them by surprise. It's going to be a game where both teams score, but I'm going to say 2-1 Middlesbrough. They go through. It's an upset, and it's the one that everyone loves, including me. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Anyway, 2-1 Middlesbrough. Everton versus Bournemouth. The non-league Bournemouth from National League against one of the biggest teams in England, Everton, with a rich history, won this tournament and won the First Division on many occasions before it became the Premier League. So this is a great day out for Bournemouth. I want to try and be as positive as possible for them, but let's be realistic. If Frank takes this game with respect, like I think he should, unlike West Ham did against Kidderminster, then this should be a mauling. Day out, financially great for the non-league team. Again, I think Frank will play his strongest team here because he'll still think that relegation is not anywhere near them, and I agree. I think they've got nothing to play for, so maybe a little run in the cup will help them. Strongest team out. Bournemouth still get a goal. Fans celebrate. Day out. What a day for them. In the end, I'll keep it a little bit respectful. 4-1 for Everton.
Peterborough versus Manchester City. Right, I can see what's going to happen now. I can already tell what Graham's going to say. He's going to be, oh, no imagination. Daddy's got no imagination. Favourite backing. Well, sorry, Graham. What else do you want me to do, mate? I've got top of the Premiership against bottom of the Championship. It's going to be a maul-in. It's going to waste no time about it. City are going to win by whatever they want to win by, and I'm going to go for 4-0. Okay, Palace versus Stoke. My team Palace against mid-table Championship team Stoke. If Patrick puts the right team out and they all take it seriously and turn up, this should be a one-way prediction. But as all Palace fans will know, we tend to mess these sort of games up. So I would not be surprised if there was a giant killing in this game. But It is my team. I've got to back them, but I don't think it's going to be the greatest game. Not going to be pretty at all. It'll be very boring, controlled, not a lot of chances, and I think we're going to take it 1-0. It could be after extra time, could even go to penalties, but I'm going to say 1-0 in the 90 minutes. We just get through. Luton versus Chelsea. So, here we go. Chelsea have been messing around lately. When they went off to the World Club Championship, they won both the games, but they weren't convincing in either, and they sort of made a meal of Plymouth in the round before. They should have learned a lesson with this. I think they've obviously binned off Lukaku there, so they'll probably play with Kai Havertz again. And I can see them obviously winning this game, but Luton are no mugs themselves. They're into the playoff places in the Championship, playing good football. So I think they'll give them a bit of trouble, but Chelsea should edge this one. I'm going to say 3-1, but Luton will give them a run for their money. Liverpool versus Norwich. Obviously, these teams played recently, and Norwich actually took a shock lead. Liverpool proved, as Liverpool often do, to be too strong for teams in the second half, and they turned that around late on. Obviously, since then, they've mauled lead 6-0, and again, Norwich have lost convincingly without scoring a goal. Not for the first time this season. I can see that trend continuing. Liverpool are taking it seriously. Klopp wants trophies. He probably won't put his first team out, but Norwich, even if they put their first team out, it's not a first team, is it? It's going to get mauled whatever team Liverpool put out. So I'm going to go conservative here. I think it'll be 3-0 to Liverpool, but it could easily be more.